Welcome to Technical Market Insights, ladies and gentlemen, where we're going to take a look at the stock charts, see what's happening in the market. We're going to do a live scan. There's a few buying opportunities out there possibly. I remember this is all for educational purposes, just a little disclaimer. But if you've been paying attention, then you would be expecting the action that's happened today with the pullback in the overall market, pop in oil. All this is stuff we've been calling over the last couple of days, even into the last week. So let's take a quick look. We'll try to wrap this up so you can enjoy the rest of your day. SMH down 0.68% today. We've been calling a pullback since it hit the overbought territory, which was back right around 10.9, right? We expected it to trace up to the top of this trend line, top of the Bollinger Band, and then start to retrace, which it has been doing. And we are getting close to the oversold territory. So we probably will see the bottom Bollinger Band right around the 140 area, unless it sets a higher low. But right now, I'm expecting we're going to pull back. We'll probably see a pullback tomorrow. The hourly charts do indicate it's oversold, so we may see a little hourly swing, which we've been saying. I believe that happened on Monday, right? Your hourly charts are going to swing, your daily charts are going to swing, your weekly and your monthlies are as well. As far as the weeklies go, they didn't retrace and bounce as hard as we thought they would. Honestly, I didn't think that wick and that candlestick would have happened last week. I thought it would have closed around the 200. This week would have finished more up above the trend, by the trend line, and then we would have retraced, which would have probably gave us a green month. But as of right now, all of our monthly charts are looking red. Much as I thought we might have a green October just because the weekly charts are oversold, looks like this monthly chart wants to pull back a little quicker than I anticipated. But regardless, we were waiting for a pullback. We're not touching this or the DIA or SPY or any of their leverage trading ETFs. So if you look at the daily on Dow Jones, DIA ETF, it's definitely broke back under the 200-day moving average, and we're heading back down to the oversold condition. SPY, we're actually heading down to the 200-day moving average on this, back to the oversold position. Keep an eye on this, see if it can hold the 200-day moving average. Considering the way the monthlies look, not too optimistic that it will. I think we see the SPY break under the 200-day moving average in the near future and just continue a downtrend, because I think we're going to see these monthly charts pull back to at least mid-stochastic level. Triple Qs, you're looking the same. It's actually still green for the month, not by much, but the daily, we went over all this the other day, yesterday, Monday, right? We expected these to continue to trend. Told you to watch for the hourly swings, just because they're going to be oversold and they're going to swing when they're overbought. And as far as oil is concerned, we've been calling a rally up to the previous highs around this area. We explained before how even though it was overbought there, it just entered that territory and it hasn't touched the bottom Bollinger Band. So that gap down didn't really surprise us to see the bottom Bollinger Band soon. And we explained that if you would have bought there, you would have averaged down in this area, or you would have waited a day or two after the gap down. Gap downs usually carry momentum, same with gap ups, and then bought, and you'd be up anywhere from 10%, 6 to 10%. And remember, this is just a standard ETF for oil. We usually trade leverage ETFs, 2x, 3x. So you'd probably be up more like, let's just look at Gush. All right, so you would have probably traded this instead. And let's see, be up 25% in 13 days. MPC is one I call, the single stocks. Told you guys keep an eye out for. When it get hit oversold, we'll give you about an 8% swing in that amount of time. As always, we're looking for bullish charts. We're looking for pullbacks to the oversold territory to swing them up to the back when they're overbought. Just real quick, Tesla, we actually went over yesterday and explained how we wouldn't touch it. We think it'd be seeing the 200-day moving average for support again, based on the lower highs, everything going on around the world. Fundamentally, I don't even know. I didn't listen to Elon Musk today. I just know we're having issues in China. I know what rates do to the car market. But as you can see, watch yesterday's video, the beginning of it at least. We'll see what we said about Tesla. But it's just now entering oversold, touching the 200-day. Watch that 200-day moving average. Last time it crossed under the 200-day moving average, you've seen a 60% drop from there. So watch that moving average. Now, real quick, let's see if there's any buying opportunities out there. There are a few that came up. Let's first search the high cap 1000 list. NFN. So this is Fabrinet technology company. As you can see, this has been a bullish chart since it's crossed over the 200-day moving average, even going back quite some ways, back to 2018. And it's, let's see, this is an example, so don't get mad if it ever happens. You sell something, lock in profit because it drops under the 200-day moving average and then it pops 37%. That can happen. But more than likely, it's going to save yourself from being in a bloodbath than it is. You're going to miss out on one of these pops. All right, I'm all about keeping my money safe, less risk, more probability to make money. Usually when they drop under the 200-day, that does not happen. You can go through every stock chart from A to Z and do that because I've done that. All right, so this right now does look like a bullish stock chart. It is huge gap up right there, 31%. Last time it was overbought, it ran up 20% in 26 days. Right now, it's just now entering the overbought territory, or oversold territory. So last time it was oversold was here. Got overbought, you would have took about 20% profit, and it's coming back down. Now, I would personally wait. I'd like to see it touch the bottom Bollinger Band, even though it didn't here. Sometimes that don't happen. But you also got the 50-day there, and you probably got a little bit of pullback left in the market. So that's a technology company. If you look at the technology ETF, that's still probably going to touch 350 area, bottom Bollinger Band, pull back on the oversold. I could be wrong. It could snap, rip up to 400, but I like my odds of waiting for the pullback. Now, X is a steel company. They had a huge move. They were under the 200-day up until then, couldn't really hold it, ripped. And here you see pullback possibilities. So this will be the first time it actually hits oversold since the 40% rip gap. Keep in mind, it's not oversold yet. I'd give it a day or two. This looks like a very healthy bullish chart, at least for the time being. Things don't stay bullish, ladies and gentlemen. You got to know when to take your profit, move out, move into something else, and keep on the wave of bullish charts. I'm going into the overall market. HCC, the coal company that we just talked about, and then these companies. Not really impressed with anything in the U.S. common stock. I'm going to trade two. It's going to be the two in the high cap 1000. Check your PEs, check your dividend. Be a little more patient. Let it hit that oversold area, and keep in mind as the market pulls back, we're going to see a lot more of these opportunities. Nothing coming up in the ETF list for oversold bullish chart, but remember uranium was. So let's just take a look at some of those. Yeah, those are starting to come out of the oversold territory. I think there was a different one that we were looking at. Maybe we weren't. Maybe it was that. I think this minor one. So yeah, I mean, bottom Bollinger Band oversold. It's starting to reverse. You could possibly get 16% gains if you bought that the other day for a trade when we were talking about it. So keep an eye on that. Wait once again until it's overbought. Have money on the side to manage your position if it does go down. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. If you got any questions about any specific stock charts, any specific stocks, any scans you'd like to see, any feedback at all, leave it below. Hit subscribe. If you haven't, I don't know why, because you would really know what's going on in the market and still listen to CNBC just throwing guesses at you.